Determine the image of y equals x squared plus 1 when it's rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise around the origin. Well, the first thing I have to do is work out my rotation matrix. So this point, 1, 0, is going to end up here, 90 degrees around, at 0, 1. And this point, 0, 1, is going to end up at negative 1, 0, down here. So my rotation matrix is this one's destination is 0, 1, and this one's destination minus 1, 0. Okay, same trick as we've done before. X dashed, y dashed is equal to 0, negative 1, 1, 0 times x, y. But I need to substitute back into here. I need something for x and y to put in based on x dashed and y dashed. So I need to get the inverse of this, which is x, y is x dashed, y dashed, pre-multiplied, because this is on the left, pre-multiplied by the inverse of this. That means xy is, what's the determinant of this matrix? It's 0 take negative 1, which is 1. It's not going to change anything. But I do have to change the positions and signs inside. So it's 1 over the determinant, which was 1. Change positions of the zeros doesn't matter. Change the signs of those. Okay, let's read off our equations. That means x is y dashed and y is negative x dashed. So then we're going to substitute back into this equation. Y equals x squared plus 1, and I'm going to put in negative x equals y dashed squared plus 1. I don't usually like a negative here. Let's put x equals negative y dashed squared plus 1. What is this curve? Well, my original curve was y is x squared plus 1 is this parabola up here. This one says x is, it's a parabola in y squared, but it's negative. So it's actually this parabola here. Except, of course, I forgot to put my dashes in. Minus x dashed, x dashed. Hopefully you spotted that error. No, it isn't. Can you see my error? I was bothered by the fact that this, I know this has to be the result because I've rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. But I'm bothered by this plus 1. Of course, it should be minus 1, shouldn't it? I changed the sign of this, but forgot to change the sign of that. That makes more sense to me. Okay, minus 1. Now, we don't usually write equations like this. We normally have y equals. We can write this with y equals. What we need to do is work out this. I'm actually going to go back to this line, and I'm going to go negative x dashed minus 1 equals y dashed squared. And then I'm going to go y dashed is plus or minus the square root of negative x dashed minus 1. And that would be another way to write exactly the same thing. The positive square root is the top part, and the negative square root is the bottom part.